My sons were taken from me.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And I want them back.
Yeah.
Hmm. See, you issued a protection order in 2011.
Yes.
I wasn't a resident of the state of Washington.
No.
My wife walks in,
Right.
says my husband's crazy.
Right.
He's in jail on Guam. You put a condition of the first protection order,
Yes.
mental health evaluation. No contact until there is a mental health evaluation
Yes.
of respondent and treatment if recommended. Mhm. And then you would review upon motion of respondent. The problem is you did not give me any actual notice of court hearings
Yeah.
before you issued the first permanent protection order on August 12th of 2011.
Yeah.
And when I was served on Guam, as I remember it, it had the same kind of a condition,
Yes.
mental health evaluation. Now, this declaration of Heidi that I got served on Guam,
Yes.
somehow, I don't think you had the actual jurisdiction
Right.
to issue the protection order because I was in custody on Guam at the time that you issued it. And you did not have the availability
Yes.
of my wife wanting me to have a mental health evaluation. Now, from then, July 22nd of 2011,
Yes.
until now,
Yes.
each one of these motion hearing reissuing temporary protection order
Yes.
has included a condition called mental health evaluation.
Yes. It is.
Uh-huh. And as the respondent of the five minors named,
Yeah.
Zachary Bishop, Deacon Maximilian, and Benjamin,
Yes.
somebody said that I can't have my sons because I wouldn't have a mental health evaluation. Is that what you said? How much in gross unreported income have you received for the last 20 years?
Yes.
So as to get paid, bribes,
Yes.
to misprison all of your felony,
Yes.
commit all the crimes. To you, the recipient of the bribe,
Yes.
it's called gross income was unreported, underreported.
Yes.
See, the tax law shall be treated as equal to 20% of the amount of unreported gross income, oftentimes called the bribe.
Yes.
34% if the taxpayer is a corporation, plus 100% of any false credits claimed against the tax.
Yes.
Now, let's say you used your actual annual tax as a sheriff.
Yes.
You feel a compulsion to have to report that. And then you get all these tax credits,
Right.
but you didn't include the amount of bribery that you've been receiving for the last 20 years. That means that you would owe 100% of the false credits because of the increase of your income
Yes.
that you would have to pay back to the United States Treasury through the Internal Revenue Service.
Yes.
And then it would affect the actual tax bracket of the individual that received the bribe. Now, let me explain something to you. Let's say you used forgeries to issue court orders,
Right.
and you were paid to do this, Brent,
Yes.
because Heidi paid you. And you say, well, we always issue protection orders without the actual signature. I'm going to want to know how much underreported income you've received as a Superior Court judge. And then I'm going to want that included in the amount of income that you should have reported.
Yes.
And then I'm going to want you to pay 100% of the credits that you received for the underreporting of the bribery that you've received.
Yes.
Because it's obvious
Yes. Right now.
I'm going to want you going to prison. Now, there's certain special offense characteristics that we need to be aware of. If the defendant failed to report or to correctly identify the source of income exceeding $10,000 in any year from any criminal activity known as the fraud of issuing court orders, the felony of fraudulent statements,
Yes.
violating penalty of perjury,
Yes.
and then the use of any forgery,
Yes, it does.
that would increase by 2 levels. Now, if the resulting offense is less than level 12, increase to level 12. Now, if you got paid more in bribes exceeding $10,000 in any year because of your criminal activity of corruption, you should increase the level by 12. Yes. Now, when you calculate the federal offenses of the United States